So I've listened to hundreds of agents' calls over the last 3 years. Some make me proud to be in this business, others make me want to hide under a rock. I'm Ryan Valet, your FExpert or final expense expert, and I've been selling for 3+ years at an average of $20,000 a month, and my goal now is to help agents build a real business. Today, we're probably going to be laughing at the worst calls I've ever heard, so you never make these mistakes. Because sometimes the best way to learn what to do is by seeing what not to do in spectacular fashion. Fair warning, some of these are so bad they're almost good. Story 1. This is the overconfident expert. So, an agent calls up an 82-year-old woman, doesn't ask a single discovery question, and immediately launches into, "Ma'am, based on your age and demographic profile, you need exactly $12,000 in coverage, and here's why." The woman just stops him and says, "Sweetheart, you haven't even asked me anything about my life. You don't know if I already have coverage, what I can afford, or what even matters to me. If you're trying to help, maybe start by listening." And then click. Remember, discovery beats assumptions every time. Don't let confidence turn into arrogance. This was the over-explaining meltdown. The agent is on a great call, building rapport, about to close an $18,000 policy actually. But as soon as he asks for the banking info, he panics. And instead of just asking, he starts over-explaining. He starts explaining, "I need it so the carrier can draft it. They're FDIC insured. It's secure. You can always cancel. I promise I'm not stealing it." The more he talks, the more suspicious the client comes. The energy shifts, and she says, "You know what? Let me think about it," and then hangs up. If he would have confidently framed what to expect, he could have asked, paused, and closed. But instead, he lost control by talking too damn much. The next one was an honest mistake, but a really big one. The agent was having a smooth call. The prospect says, "I'd like my daughter Jennifer listed as a beneficiary." Simple, right? Except the agent got distracted, rushing, types it in wrong, and later reads back, "Okay, so I've got Jessica as the listed beneficiary." The prospect replies, "Who's Jessica?" Of course, the agent fumbles, "Wasn't that your daughter?" The prospect says, "No, Jennifer. I said Jennifer. That's my daughter." A bit of awkward silence, confidence is gone, trust is obviously shaken. The agent spends the next few minutes trying to recover from a mistake that really should have never happened. You gotta remember that accuracy builds trust. If you can't slow down and get the details right, you're not ready to earn someone's trust. The next one was the worst timing ever. The agent calls a prospect right as they're sitting down in a hospital waiting room while their spouse is in surgery. Instead of immediately apologizing and offering to call back or schedule an appointment, the agent quickly says, "Well, this is actually the perfect timing to talk about life insurance." The prospect hung up so hard it sounded like they broke their phone. You have to read the room, show some humanity, and you really should never use someone's crisis as a sales opportunity. The next one is the script robot. The agent is so committed to their script that when the prospect says, "I'm sorry, can you hold on? There's a fire truck outside and I think my neighbor's house is on fire." I kid you not, the agent responds with, "I understand you have concerns about fires, which is exactly why you need life insurance protection." Keep in mind, scripts are guidelines, not gospel. Be a human being first. So I just dubbed this last one as family drama. The agent, of course, is on a call with a woman about covering her final expenses, but her adult son is in the background yelling, "Mom, you don't need that. Insurance is a scam." Instead of handling it professionally, the agent thinks it's a good idea to start arguing with the son through the mother. "Well, you tell your son that people who don't understand insurance shouldn't give advice about it." The energy completely shifts and the client goes quiet. A few seconds later, she says, "You know what? I think I need to talk this over with him first." Click. Your job is to build trust, not win an argument. Stay composed, stay controlled, and earn the right to stay in the conversation. But here's the beautiful thing. Some of these agents learned from their mistakes and came back stronger. The overconfident agent now asks the best discovery questions. The typo agent listens much more closely and always double checks spelling without assuming. So this week I actually covered discovery frameworks, mental toughness, and some market opportunities, all of which are useless if you make these kind of mistakes. Next Monday I'll be reviewing another agent call, so be sure not to miss it. Learn from these disasters so you don't become one. The difference between failure and feedback is what you do next. Do me a favor and subscribe if you enjoyed the carnage, and drop your own horror stories in the comments below. And send this to any agent who needs a reminder that we all make mistakes. It's what we learn from them that counts. Don't forget, every failure is feedback, every mistake is data, and success is getting up faster each time. See you guys in the next one. Subscribe now to be a Fexpert. Do it.